Bobby Brown turned down R. Kelly's Half on a Baby, and at first he didn't uh, really feel it, but then when it became a big hit, it was like, oh, what would that have been like for Bobby Brown to have cut that song by R. Kelly? Because let me tell you something. Say what you want about him on the personal side. No one can take away R. Kelly's musical dominance in the 90s to the early 00s. He was the R&B king. He still is the baddest cat in R&B. There hasn't been anyone that's filled that void musically. Nothing. No one is going to fill that void. Because his pen game, his production, that's a fact. You can take away what you want, but you can't take away the DNA of what the impact. But Half on a Baby was a strong commitment track. It wasn't something that what people would have thought of. It was a union of two. If you read between the lines, it's a pretty profound song. And he has some pretty profound songs on that double album, that double R album. Half on a Baby with Bobby Brown at the stage of his life with Whitney Houston and Bobby Christine at the time and his kids would have been quite a statement song. Now, someone brought up some interesting points. Bobby Brown was an influence on R. Kelly. Kelly was a better with the penmanship and had the more depth and artistry, but Bobby's swagger, charisma with the right song could have blew that thing up. Could have really blew that thing up. And remember, this is like what I want to say third, fourth release on R. Kelly's double record because he had so many hits on that record, that this would have been a big hit for Bobby Brown in '98 if that comes out. That would have been huge. Just think that you got songs like that lying around and ready to go. And would have been interesting if Bobby Brown had decided to take a swipe at that one and do that particular song. Because he did later. Obviously, R. Kelly worked with Whitney Houston, um, you know, later on. And they had some success. They obviously had some success. And of course, at her service, um, and of course, with the Sparkle soundtrack. But this would have been very compelling if that, because you're talking about the bad boy of the '80s and the bad boy of the '90s. Would have been definitely interesting if they had met on this particular track. So I think that it was a missed opportunity. You know, it was definitely a missed opportunity. I think that if Bobby recorded that particular song, yeah, because he still had the streets and he still had the vibe. I was trying to think if I Look to You because that was the one that, and ironically about that song, that was sitting in the can for about 10 years. I don't know why it took Clive Davis so long to finally green light that with R. Kelly and Whitney because he had that thing sitting at the start of the early O's and it didn't come on to her album till like '09. So, but anyway, that was the one that they did together at the service and he performed it. And of course, he worked with the Sparkle soundtrack, you know. But anyway, getting back to this, Bobby Brown singing Half on a Baby it would have worked. It would definitely been soulful. It'd have been the kind of adult, contemporary kind of song and tone that I think it would have fit the bill, you know. So to me, that was a missed opportunity right there for Bobby in hindsight because um, he was still working with LA and Babyface or different people, but he was doing more hook work and some of the stuff was just not, it wasn't hitting like it was. And that's the kind of song I think it would have definitely wonders, but we'll never know. But anyway, tell me what you think though. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share the video if you like and hit that membership. Because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.